welcome to the fourth episode of UKompass. Today we have the opportunity to interview the Italian ambassador in the Czech Republic, Alessandro Gaudiano. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you to you. Thank you very much.
And so to start off this interview, I would like to ask you to briefly introduce the mission of your embassy here in the Czech Republic and the key roles that it plays in representing your country.
Well, our mission in the Czech Republic is as every diplomatic mission representing Italy, its government, its institutions, with the Czech government and the Czech institutions, and with the Czech society and people at large. This means helping the political dialogue between our governments and our institutions and promoting Italy and the cooperation between Italy and the Czech Republic in many different fields. So the most important ones are for sure the economic field, the cultural fields, but also research and innovation. You see, many centuries ago when embassy started, they were the only way of communicating between foreign governments. But nowadays leaders talk to each other, and therefore the mission of representing Italy also to the Czech society at large has become somehow also more important.
Very well. How would you describe the historical and current relationship between your country and the Czech Republic?
Well, we are historically friends since a very long time. I mean, we could go back to the Kingdom of Bohemia and Italy in the Middle Ages, but talking about modern history, Italy is one country which experienced together with the Czech Republic at the time Czechoslovakia, the issue of national independence. During the First World War, we had cooperation with the so-called Czechoslovak Legion, which was fighting for national independence of Czechoslovakia. We were one of the first countries to recognize Czechoslovakia. So I would say that we have a historical, traditional friendship. And our relationship has always been quite excellent, especially since so we now belong to the same EU family as Czech Republic joined the EU. I would also say that this particular moment is one where we have the opportunity to even scale up this partnership as our two governments have decided to conclude an action plan to increase, strengthen our cooperation, both bilaterally and within the European Union. We had basically 1 month ago an official visit here in the Czech Republic of our state president upon invitation of the Czech president, and that was a meeting which really underlined a very high degree of synchrony and similar views on most challenges we have to face together.
Okay, and why do you believe diplomatic engagement is essential for both national stability and future global welfare?
Well, the world we live in is interconnected in every day an increasing way. So I think that if we have to have our nations which can live in peace and prosper, we do need diplomatic engagement, because diplomacy basically is the way to ensure that these connections work smoothly, that they do not degenerate in contrast or conflict, and that they may be an advantage for both nations or for all nations at large. If we look at the world nowadays, I think we can conclude that diplomacy is more needed than ever.
And what advice would you give to students, especially politics, philosophy and economics students who are interested in and curious about working in this field of international relations and diplomacy?
I think that the most important piece of advice which I will give them is that this is a fascinating field. They probably already feel this fascination if they're studying political science or international politics. But it is important always to remember that we are civil servants. We are there to serve the interests of our country, to serve the long-term interests of our country, which basically also coincide with this diplomatic method of settling complex issues through agreement and compromise. And therefore it is a job which implies a lot of responsibility towards a lot of people. And this is very important. This should be taken very, very seriously. On the other hand, we should not take ourselves too seriously, because we are there to serve, but we are not the focus. The focus is the country we do represent.
Amazing. And is there a unique aspect of your country's approach to diplomacy that you would consider the international community could learn from?
I think that's one peculiar aspect of Italian diplomacy has always been its readiness to talk to all actors in order to find solutions to problems which are often very, very complex, but we believe in a method of dialogue. So in many instances we have been really promoting very, very transparent, a very open dialogue with all parties involved. And I think this is something which we're not the only ones who promote this method, but I think it's something which the international community can draw from.
Perfect. Now, as a closing question, if you could sum up the spirit of your embassy's mission in one sentence, what would it be?
It's about conveying the message that we are friends who belong to the same EU family, which need each other. I think this is maybe really the spirit of what I'm doing here, to remind ourselves how much we need each other and how much we can work together to both profit of both our countries and of the European Union we belong to.
Perfect. Well, this concludes the interview. Thank you again on behalf of the Karlovian for this opportunity, and for the audience, I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for further UKompass videos.